Oh, oh, oh. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good happy Saturday to everybody. Let's see what's going on here. Thanks to Mr. Rockford. Look at that. Isn't this neat? Several laminations. I should autograph one and send it out. Anybody want one of these autographed laminations for their wall? Put it up above your fireplace. Oh, man. Good morning, everybody. Whoa. Got to get everything set up here. Hold on. I should wear a t-shirt today, shouldn't I? I need one of my t-shirts. I need a t-shirt. What would be a good t-shirt? Hey, Victor. Hey, Shamay. Hey, Bob. What kind of t-shirt could I wear today? I don't know. Where's my tea? Where's my tea? Oh, how you doing, everybody? Good morning. I don't know. I do these live chats on Chromebook here, and my Chromebook was doing weird things this morning. So I wanted just to sign on a tad early to make sure everything's working okay. I don't know. It did some sort of an update, and then the screen went blank, and then it was doing some weird stuff. I don't know. Then it gives me these error messages about downloading things. I don't know. Maybe it is a virus. Hey, Tim, good morning. How are you doing, everybody? Western Australia. You know, Jackie, I'd love to go to Perth. That's one town. I watch all these videos, you know, about airplanes and stuff, and they fly to Perth. It looks like a cool little place. It's, you know, if you go to like almost the opposite side of the world from where I am right now, it's Perth. You know, if you go to the globe and you go, okay, North Carolina, Virginia's over here, go to the exact opposite side of the earth, and it's Western Australia, Perth, Indian Ocean there. Yeah, it would be cool. You're exactly the opposite, right? So you are now, what are you now, Saturday evening? We're Saturday morning, you're Saturday evening. Hey, Brian, Bronx, NYC. I started a tad early today, yeah, because I want to make sure the machine's working okay. I got my snacks here today. I don't eat breakfast, and I don't know. I've been kind of, I get kind of jittery if I drink my tea on an empty stomach in the morning. I get kind of caffeine jitters, so I figure I need to munch on something. Those are good. I think these are Triscuits. They're just one of those knockoffs. They taste exactly like Triscuits. Hey, Alan. These are good. I love that. Rosemary and olive oil. Oh, these are good. Hey, Noreen. Good morning. How are you? Let's see here. We need to get the opening theme song in. Don't you want to own your own house instead of renting? Absolutely not, Victor. I own my own place for my own condo for 2005 to 2017. 2005 to 2017, 12 years. And I did not, I don't know. No, I am part of my living simply procedure is I do not want to be tied down to a mortgage and an owned house. No. Renting, there is a commitment for a year. You sign a lease, and then it's much easier to get out of a rented place. And to be honest with you, I find it's just easier to rent. Something goes wrong. If there's a leak, the roof needs repair, the appliances aren't working, there's mold in the closet, the toilet doesn't work, the shower's backed up, the sewer's backed. Just call the landlord. Man, it is just I am not into owning anymore. And I am not a fixer-upper guy. I do not like to spend the weekends painting and caulking and doing projects like that. I just don't. I don't mind vacuuming now and then and stuff, but I'm not a person who likes to tinker around the house. Okay, no, I like now. Eric Nomadic Fanatic. He may enjoy. He said that. He said he used to do some sort of home renovation thing, and he enjoys doing all the tinkering around the house and all the projects. Lawn mowing and I don't want to do that. That's exactly right, Noreen. If you got a good landlord. You don't want to pick an apartment complex or a house where the landlord is kind of absent-minded or whatever. They're pretty good here. We have a full-time. There's a guy. What's his name? Bob. I think his name is Bob. He's a full-time. He's a full-time staff member. So he is the fix-it guy. He's the handyman. He does all the work. So we have a full-time manager and a full-time guy who does the fix-it work. So that's good. And there's only like 48 or 49 units here in the building. So it's not a big building. And it's a big building, but it's not a huge apartment complex. So they really, everybody knows everybody, and it's very well run. I'm very happy with it. Did Doxy finally struggle out of bed? Doxy woke up this morning. Hey, Doxy, how's everything doing? Oh, you're not hitting that like button enough. Evie's still delivering pizzas. We did see Jed this week. He had a cut on his finger, and he was kind of freaking out over that. All right, let's see what else is going on here. I like to fire up the chat over here on the computer here so I can keep an eye on it. We got 41 watching. How's everybody doing this morning? Let's see, turn down the sound because then I'll get feedback and goofy stuff going on. All right, I think we're good. Let's get caught up here. Who else is here that I haven't seen? Victor, Travels with Duda, Brian, Smartphone 3.0, Froggy. Stephen Collins, make my day. I'm on the list. That's right. I was showing the list today in my morning show of all the people I'm subbed to, the channels I'm subbed to. Now, I watch other channels too. I actually do. There's more channels that I watch that I don't sub to. And so I'm watching even more than that. And I have a second channel where I have other people on the channel. Other things I'm subbed to. So those are just primarily the nomads and explorers that I watch. Yeah. That's right, Bobs. The only appliances that we are responsible for here in the apartment is the washer dryer. For some reason, that did not come with the apartment. It was just an empty laundry room there. And so, yeah, if those break, that's our responsibility. But everything else, the heat pump, air conditioning, heater, all the kitchen appliances, the bathroom, the shower, the toilets, the light, even the lights in the ceilings, they are responsible for it because they're up 18 feet and you can't reach them. And yes, in my advanced age Kentucky Ranger, renting is the way to go. I'm not against owning, I think real estate, it can be a very, very, very good investment for a lot of people. It wasn't for me. I bought a condo and we had the 2008 crash, and it just, for whatever reason, those condos in Northern Virginia never came back to their original prices. The people that bought in 05, 06, 04, they were all in the same boat. They all had a huge drop in the value of their condos, and they couldn't sell them, or they had to sell them for a loss, or they were underwater in them. I was never underwater in my condo, but blah, 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 blah. I did like it, though. It was a nice condo, but it was just to the point where, I'm tired of this. I really just want to live, living is, No, I'm not going to own it. I can't see. Now, maybe someday if I win the lottery and get a ton of money, I may end up buying something. But at the moment, I am very, very happy with just writing a rent check every month and not worrying about all the crap. Good morning, Betty. How are you doing? Gee, Betty's in one of those states where we just never hear it in the news. Minnesota, you never hear Minnesota in the news. It's just one of those states where, man, the focus of the free world is on Minnesota these days. Wow. Betty, did I get your card yet? Yes, you sent me a card. I did get your card. I got a card from Betty, I think a week or so ago. I mentioned that. I did mention that in one of my letters videos. I do remember that. Yeah. You always she always sends a little bit of cash and she puts it in like a little plastic. It's very nice. Some people people do send me cash when they send some like cards and stuff. They just stick it in the end. She has a nice little plastic thing. She sticks it in and all. Very nice bill. I like that. Travels with Doodah in the winter. It's super cold up in the Colorado mountains. Yeah. Usually apartments don't come with a refrigerator, washer, dryer. Some don't even come with oh wait, was it? It bounced away. Some don't even come with a stove. I don't know, Kentucky Ranger. Again, it depends on who you rent from. If you're renting from an individual, somebody's just, somebody who just has a room to rent or an apartment in the back of their house or something. Yeah, who knows what's coming with that. Usually in an apartment complex, there's a standard. I've heard in some places in the country, like Florida, they don't always include refrigerators. It depends on where you are. For example, in the DC area, if you have a laundry room, you're going to get a washer dryer. Usually the stackable kind. Now a lot of apartments don't have a washer dryer. Don't even have a laundry room. So yeah, you might have a laundry room down the hall that you have little cards for, like you do in a trailer park or something, or you may have to go out to a laundromat. But if you do have space for it and hookups for washer dryer, usually in Northern Virginia that they come with a washer dryer. Or there'll be a closet with a stackable stuff. And in Northern Virginia, they usually come with everything. The whole full kitchen, washer dryer. But here, here it's different. I don't know. Every place is different. For some reason here, they do not supply the washer dryer, but you do have a laundry room with hookups for them. Oh yeah, humidity. It's coming. Yes, we're definitely getting the humidity here in North Carolina. We've had a nice week, though. Finally, we had 2 weeks where it was primarily raining, and then finally we had a nice week this past week. Started out nice and beautiful low humidity, and then by the middle of the week, the humidity came in. But I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. You got to buy tickets to win the lottery, Dave. Yeah. I thought I shouted out Betty. Yeah, I did shout out Betty's card. We did I forget what day that was, but I remember getting the card. It was very nice. Yeah, I don't know. I would have trouble keeping track of all my stupid videos. Where did I shout that out? I know I remember seeing the card. Talking about shout outs today, I did this one on the little show this morning, but I really want to shout out to Val in Washington. This was so cool that Val sent me a really nice little package here. So thank you very much, Val in Washington, for the kind gift card. She sent me quite a few gift cards, and including Panera. I have to go to there is a Panera here in Morganton. I haven't been to Panera in quite a while, but she sent me this. This is a tanning oil flask. I guess it's just an empty flask, and you can put adult beverages in this. I guess, and then you can smuggle it in, Yeah, that's right. So you say you're at a concert or something where they don't let you come in with alcohol, you just, it's just my tanning oil. Oh, okay, they'll let you in. Disney, you could do that. They won't let you bring alcohol in, but if you have it in this, they'll just look at it and go, oh, okay, they're not going to open it up and sniff it. Hey, this isn't tanning oil, is it? And then she sent me some really cool stickers here. We got some camo stickers. This is really nice. And then, of course, the piece of resistance is this, Camo Dave and the Doxinator. There we are. We're buddies for life. That's right. And I also want to thank James Rockford for this because he sent me the lamination yesterday. Camo Dave, Saturday. There we had on the day that will live in infamy, 5/16/2020. For some reason, I had 16,000 viewers of my live chat, so that was pretty wild. Noreen, yeah, I've lost money on houses. It's all about timing. Yeah, it's very true. I mean, I have terrible luck with the stock market. I have terrible luck with real estate. I bought a condo in 2005, and everybody said this is a good investment. It's going to be a great investment. It's in a nice town. It's in a great location. You're right near a shopping center. Beautiful condo. It was they're building a subway line there. It was a mile away. It was going to be a subway station, and it's just when that subway station opens, these condos are going to go through the roof. And then we had 2008, and everybody condos for some reason, all the real estate in the DC area took a big hit in 2008. But for some reason, condos that were out in the mid suburbs just didn't recover. So you had places like Fairfax, Montgomery County, Prince William County. They didn't come. They just did not. The condos just did not recover. So they went down in price and they stayed there. They flipped around a little bit, but everybody had, if you had a condo in closer to DC like Arlington, you got recovery. But for some reason, where we were, no, it just didn't come back. Hey, Steaming Bean, up there in good old Saskatchewan. How are you doing? I was watching your video there. Congratulations on the weight loss. Yeah, he's working hard. Trinidad usually bearable in the winter. When I visited, nothing like winter in Kansas. Yeah. Has anyone heard anything new about Nomadic Fanatic? Lena, the only thing I saw was you posted a couple of pictures on Instagram over the last couple of days. They looked like he was having some sort of a party. There were beer cans or something stacked up there, and then he was having some sort of a fire. But as far as anything more about his birthday, other than he got some sort of a 1 gig router thing, he had a picture of him in that. But that's all I've seen. I don't know. He said he was going to have his friends over. There is the lady I was hanging out with last year, Vanessa Destination Storm. 3 wonderful trips with her, 1 to Vegas, 2 to Orlando last year. She has she does Twitch now. She puts her live streams up on Twitch, and Eric is usually present in all of those live chats. They come on at midnight Eastern time or 1 in the morning, but Eric is always there. People tell me that. I'll get an email at 2 in the morning. Hey, did you see Eric there? So I don't know. We were wondering if they're going to get back together or something. They were together last year. She met him in Phoenix, and then she took him to a football game where the Phoenix Cardinals played the Seattle Seahawks, and the Seattle Seahawks is his team. So, is that a budding romance? I mean, judging by the comments on the chat, it's more than just hi, how are you? No, that smartphone. Well, we were on a waiting list here for a year. It was this building has a waiting list, and they post an update every couple months about what's open. There are no vacant units at the moment. So, and we were lucky because, they would just tell you this unit's open. Do you want it? And you say yes, no. And then if you say no, you just stay on the list, and then you wait for the next available unit. We wanted a 2-bedroom and a whatever. There's 1 bedroom and 2 bedrooms here. And we got lucky because this is a really nice unit. There are a lot of other units in this building that, they look out over the parking lot. We look out over the city, which is pretty. We're on the nicer side. We're up high so we can see over the town center and see the downtown skyline. It's not really a skyline, but it's a nice unit. We really did luck out and get a nice unit here. Again, I think they're all nice units. Every apartment in this building is kind of weirdly different because it is a converted old. This used to be, they used to make hosiery here, socks and stuff. This used to be a textile building. And then the textile place went out of business. And then I guess the city figured this was such a good location because it is right downtown, this big old hulking old building. What are we going to do with it? Tear it down or something? And I guess somebody came up with the idea, let's turn it into a kind of a loft. We put lofts on floors 2 and 3. They put commercial properties on floor 1. So there's some, it's stuff like lawyers and there's no doctors, it's lawyers. And then the city hall took one of the 3 wings of the buildings. The city made that their new city hall, and it is a beautiful city hall. I mean, it is just gorgeous. It's been closed because of the pandemic, so you can't just walk in there anymore. But normally you can walk in, and it is a beautiful building over there. I mean, it's part of our building. If I ran for mayor here and won, I could just literally, I go down the stairs or the elevator and I walk across and I'd be at work. Well, yeah, travels with Duda. It's hot and sticky in Kansas, right? Kansas wouldn't be a bad place to live, but I just wouldn't want to deal with that weather. Those cold winters and the tornadoes. I just do not want to live in a place that has horrible big. I mean, thunderstorms are one thing, but when they're just the tornadic thunderstorms, I don't know. I've been in Texas when they've had some horrible thunderstorms, man. I don't know. Been a while, but always enjoy Camo Dave. Long live the bottom of YouTube. That's right. It's 93% humidity there, Kentucky Ranger. Yeah, we had a weird day. It was kind of cool yesterday, and then the afternoon the sun came out and it really heated up. Then we had a downpour. I guess about 6:45, 7 o'clock. It was a little bit of thunder and lightning, but it just rained like hell for about half an hour. Hey, Count Yorga, been enjoying your Yorkshire tea. Got some Yorkshire tea. It really kind of gives you a kick in the morning, Whoa, I go, whoa, my Yorkshire tea. It's worth waking up for. That should be their slogan. Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire tea. It's worth waking up for. Count Yorga. Hey, what did I get? Somebody from Richmond, Virginia sent me a nice card. 2 days ago, I did a shout out. Oh, I can't remember the name. Beautiful card, beautiful blue card from, I believe it was a lady in Richmond, Virginia. So, yeah. Richmond, my sister lives in Naples, Florida. And my parents loved the west coast of Florida. My mom and dad, they might have maybe, if my dad had lived long enough, he may have retired there. I think he might have because they loved Naples and Marco Island and Fort Myer. That is a good idea. If you want to go to some sort of an event where they don't allow you to bring in booze, like, some parks and stuff, they search you. Sometimes they'll do that. Concerts, they'll do that. They'll actually go through your bag and search it and make sure you're not smuggling in something. Or they want you to buy the high-priced, a sporting event will do that. You're not allowed to bring in any booze, but you can buy the booze in the stadium, but it's like so overpriced. You have to buy our $10 beer. Yeah, that's right. A day that will live in infamy. Count Sting. Recap. Hey, Doc Slater, life is a recap, What other recaps do you want to hear? Yeah, we cranked up the AC. We're very comfortable in here. We set it at 75. Got the fan running. You want the fan? Oh. All right. I mean, Doc Slater, I think, has your address. So I think he sent it to me. Just looked on eBay. They have Lego RVs. There you go. We were all wondering. Eric, Nomadic Fanatic, of course, bought the house a while back, and he's all decking it out, fixing it up, and he's got a couch now. He was showing in his latest video. I can't imagine why does he want to go out on the road now when he's got this nice house? He's just all fixed up. He's got AC in it now. He's getting better internet. I don't know. Crotchy's presidential campaign going, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Michigander, man, nice to see you here. Ziggy with it. The Jumpin' Jeff Flash Show. Good morning. Hey, how you doing? Man, it won't get me caught up here. Let's see. We got to get caught up. We got to get caught up. My Chromebook is doing weird things today. There we go. I think we're caught up now. The rent, Victor, I'm not going to say what the rent is, but it's a lot cheaper than if I was living in the D.C. area. Yeah. Tips for Travelers, Kentucky Ranger. Good channel. I've seen other channels too. I watch a lot of cruising channels. I do. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, interesting ways people, again, you're allowed to drink on the ship, but they want you to pay for the expensive drinks package. They do not want you bringing your own bottles on the ship. You got to pay for this drinks package. It's like $20 a day. Then you can go to the bars, but it's expensive. And people try to smuggle in booze so they don't have to do the drinks package. And they have various interesting ways of doing it. My uncle used to sneak booze into family gatherings. What he would do is cut the bottoms out of Coke cans and slide the Coke cans over a beer can to make it look like it was Coke. There you go. Mikey, new video. I just watched Mike's new video there. I knew he was going to stay with his friend there. I forget what his friend's name is. The guy, he has a friend there that lives in somewhere in Minnesota, and he always stays on his property. He's got a big field and stuff, and yeah. So I knew that. I don't know. We were talking about the three Caballeros, Mike, Living Free Mike, Eric Nomadic Fanatic, and Camper Van Kevin, and we were thinking of the one that's most likely to be getting off the road, and we kind of think it's Kevin. I'm not Kevin. It's Mike. It just, he just seems to be kind of at that point in life now where, now what? He said that today. He's been on the road for 7 years. That, I don't know. If you're a drinker, you'll pay more for drinks than the cruise. That's probably very true. I just sent you a couple of emails with channels to check out. All right, Ziggy, thank you. The tequila in Mexico is the best too. They really know how to mix a drink. Pneumatic Fanatic should put a sign up in front. Mickey Mouse, he should charge admission. The Mickey Mouse Museum or something, and he should charge, $10 to come in to his living room there and look at the Mickey Mouse stuff. I don't know. I learned how to fish and pig, and I learned how to get liquor on the cruise ship with a wine bottle and a fresh cork. I have an RV highly overrated unless you have deep pockets and an emergency fund when you travel. Yeah. I don't know. Again, so I think, everybody says, oh, get on the road. It's living simply. You can be living very complicated on the road. It's all relative. You can live simply in an apartment. You can live very simply. You can rent, and you have just the rent payment, and then you don't have to worry about maintaining all the stuff. And you can live pretty simply that way, or you can live very complicated in an RV. It just depends on, how much of your life you want to live simply. I think one of the attractive things about me watching the Nomads in many respects is how they live simply. And it's like Pippi Peterson. Remember Pippi? Remember Pippi? She had this beautiful, like, Class A with luxury. She had a luxury RV. And I don't know, it wasn't that much fun to watch her. It's not as much fun to watch Casey Roman now that she's got the big fifth wheel. It's a nice place. It's like an apartment on wheels, But it's not as much fun to watch her because it isn't as challenging as when she was in that little van, dealing with the heat and the getting stuck on the beach and all that. Ajijik. Yeah, AIJIJIC, my friend Susan, the one I was with the dungeon there, the one that owns the dungeon there in Springfield, she just spent a couple months in Ajijik. I think it's near Guadalajara. It is a beautiful place. It's up in the mountains. The temperatures are cool. It's a beautiful party town. It's expensive. I mean, and she was in a villa that looked like it was in Italy. It's just beautiful. I've canceled 4 cruises Not going on cruise till there's vaccine. That's very smart, Steaming Bean. Yeah, I think this year you're going to have to probably pass on your annual cruise. Steaming Bean would always come into New York, drive down, I guess, when your parents live in like Ottawa, and then you would drive down to New York and then cruise and then do a little, United States trip afterward like you usually do. I would say that's probably not a good idea this year. Well, the cruises aren't going to be running this summer, okay? First off, they're not ready to do that yet, And who wants to get on a cruise and then get quarantined and then you're stuck on the ship? You can't get off. That would not be good. Do you really see scorpions by the ocean? Me and I spent a lot of time at the Jersey Shore, and you see a lot of, I think scorpions. You see a lot of horseshoe crabs, a lot of jellyfish. I don't mind the little white jellyfish that just kind of, they look like, the big man of war things, those big red things with the tentacles. You come up on the beach and step on one of those. I live simply here at my base camp. I love my flush toilet. Yes, that is a big thing. Okay, a nice bathroom. Here we got a nice bathroom with a flush toilet and a nice shower. I like that. Okay, I like being able to, especially in these times, being able to take a shower every day or two. You've never been interested in cruising, yeah. I've never been either. I knew a friend named Roger where I used to live back in Reston, Virginia, who was a big cruise person, and he'd take 4, 5, 6 cruises a year, and he was, he was of the captain's club and all that. I just would never get into cruises. I don't know. I'm calling you out. Thank you. I got to write that down. Write down that you have a good channel there. And I'm calling you out $10. Some of the I don't know. We'll call them the troll channels. We should call them the critical channels. I've been focusing on the same old things over and over again, running old videos from 2 or 3 years ago. I like you because you're right on the edge and you're covering new stuff. There's a lot of people that are talking about Eric and his house, and we were raising some questions here and what's going on with his channel, and he's raising money and then he's spending. People gave him some money to say, hey, we like your nomadic channel, we like seeing you on the road, we're on your Patreon, we were helping you out, and then boom, he changes channels and now he's using the money or whatever for a house, which is, when you gave him the money, did you know he was going to buy a house? I don't know. I'm giving you money for this channel, and then boom, you change your channel. You kind of go, oh, I'm calling you out. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff going on, but I think some of the nomadic channels, they pick and choose who they want to cover. And there was a good, interesting thing with the Tim Tracker thing. I've always enjoyed watching Tim's lovely wife do their Disney stuff, but it does kind of, you see some of that stuff now 10 years ago. I don't know. I can understand how somebody would think that would be funny at a certain period of time to go to an urban party. It is interesting, like I cover radio, and stations that are aimed at the Black audience are called urban contemporary. There's all these terms: urban contemporary, hot urban contemporary, adult urban contemporary. They're aimed at a primarily African American audience, rap, stuff like that. But they never use the term African American or Black in the format title. It's all urban. Anything urban, means it's geared to an African American audience. But it is kind of how all these formats: urban this, urban that, the urban this, urban one. There's a company in Washington, Urban One, which runs, most African American. I think the largest African American owned radio broadcaster in the country. They own stations all over, mainly on the East Coast, Washington, Baltimore. I don't think they have New York anymore. They're in the South. Atlanta's a big Urban One market. Radio One, they used to be Radio One. Travels with Duda. We're going to Trinidad, Colorado. We're staying in a hotel. That's where Living Free Mike just drove through, right? Looked like an interesting little place there. What's it? South of Denver, right? And then he cuts over to the east and then takes all those roads through nowhere. It's just flat nothingness. You're Disneyed out. Yeah. I feel sorry for these people that are actually going through withdrawal. Oh, Disney's been closed for 2 months now, and they're like jittering. Oh, I need my Mickey. I need Mickey. These grown men. My Mickey. At least Eric's got his Mickey Jones worked out. Your opinion on the George Floyd situation. Man, it is interesting now to see all the other things coming in the media, the George Floyd case, and now there's somebody, all the other alleged police situations involving African Americans and other people. That thing on the news last night where that 75-year-old dude is just walking and the cop bumps him and then he falls back and his blood. It was awful. I don't know. We're seeing all. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's almost turning more into a police type of situation than it is. I don't know. I just, as everybody that I know says, there's no point in the looting. That is insane. There were people looting Best Buys and Walmarts and running out with carts full of stuff on Fifth Avenue. That's just it's totally nuts. If you want to protest, you want to do a demonstration and it's peaceful and all you're doing is carrying signs and marching. Anyway, yeah. The only thing I would visit Dollywood. Come on down, Steaming Bean. We'll do Dollywood. I think they reopened that, didn't they? You kind of come down. Dude, instead of your cruise this year, come on down to Tennessee and we'll get together and we'll do Dollywood. Camo Dave and Steaming Bean do Dollywood. That'll be fun. That would be fun. We need to do that. Bollywood. There used to be a radio station in Washington that played, it was Bali 102.9. They played Indian music from India. Yeah. I don't know. It's just, peaceful protests, and everybody's saying that. And, I don't know. There are always rabble rousers, people that want to take advantage of things. And it is really sad. Said you'd rather do hurricanes than tornadoes. Me too. Then we were bunkered down with Hurricane Eloise. Well, I don't know. A hurricane you can get out of the way. Okay. Hurricanes with the modern day meteorology, you can see, they tell you a week in advance that's coming. So you have plenty of time to get out of the way and prepare for it. Tornadoes aren't the same. Tornadoes just pop up. Okay. A nice sunny day, and then all of a sudden, tornado warning goes off, and there's a thunderstorm with spinning stuff in it. Okay, the tornadoes in that respect are much scarier because they maybe can give you half an hour warning or let you know, this afternoon there's a slight chance of a tornado. But yeah, that in that respect, it's kind of scary. Now, an earthquake, you get like no warning. They're just walking around and boom, all of a sudden everything shakes. So, at least with a hurricane, Drew Brees. Yeah, I don't know. The sports guys need to stick to sports, okay? Again, I said that about YouTubers. I said, you get into politics, you're going to get at least half your audience mad at you, okay? And it's true with sports people too. You start talking politics, whatever. I don't know. And again, if you want to do it, it's your life, your career. You want to do it, go ahead if you believe in it. But I've been in tornadoes in Kansas. Just have a camera. You'll be fine, man. That's right. Viral video. Again, to defend the police, because I know some police officers. I used to, when I worked at a newspaper back in the 80s, I covered the police beat, and I went to the police stations and talked to lots of cops and got to know them personally. And the vast majority of police officers are just fine, upstanding people trying to do a very difficult job. Okay. In any job, like what Casey Neistat said in his really good video the other day, there are bad people there are bad people delivering pizzas. There are bad people that are dentists. There are bad people all over the place, but the vast majority of people are good people. Okay, and the vast majority of cops are hardworking, honest, good cops, but you know, there's always a few bad apples. And you know, you get into a riot situation, and I guess your adrenaline goes up, and you're scared, and you're and then you start knocking over people that are just standing around. I don't know. We do have cameras everywhere now, so everything that's going on is being recorded. Dave Eats. Anyone seen the latest Casey Roman video? I stopped for a while because of the type of video she had, but she was a heartwarming latest one, and talking with being real. No, I haven't seen that one. I'll have to watch Casey Roman. I don't know. I kind of got tired of her after a while. She'd do these like 1 hour, 20-minute things where she just talked. I don't know. I get tired too of people over pitching their Patreon channels. Well, if you want to see this, go check out my Patreon channel. Oh, you want to see more of this? It's like, I don't know. I get tired of that. I just say, it's true. There's a lot of jobs that are pretty hard. You don't realize how difficult they are. Cops, teachers, that's a hard job. That's a hard job being a teacher. It's a hard job being a checker at the Walmart or the Publix. So that's a hard job. It may not be, scanning things. It's difficult having to deal with customers all day, and especially in the viral age now. There are so many jobs out there that are just hard. I'm lucky. I love this job. I love sitting here and doing videos, and my job is not hard. I like it. And yeah, it's like the camper. Most campers clean up after themselves. They're polite. They're respectful of the campgrounds and the other campers. It's the 1% or the 2% that ruin it for everybody. They leave their trash around. They make noise. They get drunk. Yeah, it's always that way. It's that 1 or 2 or 3%. It's like on the road. That driving around the road. Most drivers are polite and friendly and careful, and there's always that 2 or 3 that are just nuts. They tailgate, and they're dangerous, and they're idiots, and it just kind of ruins it. A lot of police don't have body cams, or they turn them off. Have you noticed that too? Sometimes they'll all be instructed, turn off your body cams. Yeah, I don't know. And then what is it like to have a job where you've got a camera on you all the time? Everybody's watching you. I don't know, man. That would be hard too. Yeah, Kentucky Ranger. Any job dealing with the public. That's very true. You're in the public. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And to some respect, YouTube is like that because you're dealing with the public. You're not dealing directly with the public. You not have to face them. You just have them cough on you. But Janice, get your black tank fixed. Is that a new song? Janice, get your black tank fixed. Janice Lala. Oh, no, plumbers. No, well, there's another one. There's good plumbers and there's some really bad plumbers. I hope you got... My mother did. What was it? My mother called me one day and she said, the toilet keeps running. I called a plumber and he wants to put a new flush valve in. I said, okay, that sounds good. And he goes, he wants $300 for it. I said, $300. Oh, yeah, he saw this, he was taking advantage of her. I said, $300. You can go down to Home Depot and buy a new flush valve for like $10 and just screw it in yourself. I'm like, oh my God. I said, no, kick him out. I said, just get him out of the house. I'll come by and fix your flush valve. Thank you, Gene. Oh my goodness. Gene Jones. Gene Jones. Thank you, Gene. That's very nice of you. As I said, I'm looking at the June revenue numbers the first couple of days of June, and they are way down. I mean, they're low. So, I don't know. I think a lot of these YouTubers saw a hit in April and May, and they're going to be real surprised when they start seeing June. It's going to be a shock. That's right, Briar. $300, you can buy a whole new toilet. Speaking of that, I was driving around beautiful Morganton the other day, and I guess somebody had a new toilet put in their house, and they just stuck the old toilet and threw it in an empty lot somewhere. That's nice. Oh, we'll just toss this over in an empty lot, You love the mattress people that do that, right? They have a big mattress. They don't want to have to take it to the landfill or do the proper thing with it. So they just dump it on the side of the road. They go down that road there. There's nothing down there. Just dump the mat. You driving down the road, there's a mattress, a dirty, stained old mattress laying there. Come on. Plumbers, HVAC mechanics, yeah, make a lot of money. Hey, Rod Sturgis is not here today. He's one of our trolls. He's an HVAC guy. He has some stories to tell. Well, thank you, Gene. I really appreciate that. That's very, very nice of you. Mountain flower pot. There you go. Take an old toy. They do that with tires now. I've seen people put tires in gardens. They take tires, they fill them up with dirt, and they paint them. There's one place in Athens where somebody had a whole bunch of tires. They painted them cool colors, and they used them as planters. That was really cool. That was very pretty. Litter butts. Litter butts? I thought it was litter bug. I had a neighbor that put their old toilet in the front yard and planted flowers in it. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's kind of cool. Rod. David was the Cheatin' and Howe Plumbing and Heating Company. What was that? You remember who are those guys that did the what was their name? Bob and who were the guys that on Saturday mornings on NPR did that show? What was Bob and the Tappert brothers? Ray and Bob. I don't know what they were, the two brothers from Massachusetts that did the car repair stuff. It was really a funny show. And they're always at the very end, they do the credits. They go, our law firm is Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Our law firm, yeah. Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. We do. Oh, man. That's the truth, though. Lawyers run the world, right? The lawyers they run everything. Bob and Ray. The car talk, yeah. That is a great show. I always love listening to that. Travels with Duda, thank you so much. Wow. How did you get that name? That's a funny name. $121. Oh, $1.21. Thank you so much. Our used to watch that was called Car Talk. Yeah, Car Talk is a good show. That was a great show. Every Saturday morning about 10 o'clock, they would run that. It's always really funny. Yeah, so many bad things have happened this year, from COVID to Floyd. Yeah, what'll be next? Yellowstone erupts. Hurricane season. What are they predicting? There's already a tropical storm brewing in the Gulf of Mexico today. I noticed if you're the Camo Day weather forecast today, rain in central Florida, up the Panhandle, up into New Orleans, pushing northward. It's actually going to miss North Carolina and go to the west. So if you're in Alabama, Tennessee, Eric there in Illinois, maybe getting some rain tomorrow or something, or earlier in the week. All right, Kentucky Ranger or Michigander man, nice to see you here. You take care. Say hi to your governor. Hi, Governor. I see she's on the list of potential running mates with Joe Biden. Biden said, he's picking a woman. So they're all looking at all these women governors and stuff. Who could he pick? Who was the top? That lady from California was the top one. What's her name? It's a total blank on that. The one who she was running for president. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Judy Zimshad is here. Judy Zimshad, she said she went to Burger King and she got food poisoning at a Burger King. You were really sick, huh? She was texting me the other day and said, I've eaten at Burger King many times. I don't think I've gotten indigestion from Burger King, but I've never gotten food poisoning. I don't know, man. An asteroid. That's right. We could get an asteroid. Van Camp and Woody. We get an asteroid. We can get some hurricanes. There could be some earthquakes. That's right. Come on, man. Hit the like button. My local PBS station still plays Car Talk. Yeah, There are some stations that do play the old reruns of Car Talk. The one station I listen to a lot in Athens, WGAU, you can stream it, WGAU, Athens, Georgia, every Saturday night. I think starting at 9 o'clock or so, they play the old Art Bell shows. They run Coast to Coast every night, but on Saturday nights, before Coast to Coast comes on, they run those old Art Bell shows, and those are great. I love listening to those. 5G, that's right. 5G, they say, though, that it messes up with your antenna. If you're using an antenna and you have a 5G tower near your house, your reception will get all screwed up. There are a lot of things that can mess up your TV reception. LED lighting can mess up your TV reception. 5G signals can mess up your TV reception. The microwave, a lot of things can mess it up. So, you don't want to do TV. Just turn your TV off. Don't use an antenna. When will Out of the Blue get food poisoning? From all the places he's eaten Boom Bubble Buster Pete, you would think he would have, I guess he's got one of those cast iron stomachs. Man, Art Bell. Yeah, Art Bell is a real cool guy. Open Land Sydney. Yeah, I liked him a lot. He was a cool guy. Oh, I've spent many nights listening to him. Yeah, back in the day. California had a 5.5 earthquake. Oh yeah, Camilla Harris. That Washington Post has her as Joe Biden's current leading candidate for VP. I don't know. Well, you think that's good? I don't know if that's going to help him or hurt him. Probably hurt him. The problem with California is a Democratic state solidly. There is no point in picking someone from California to be your running mate because you're going to win that state anyway if you're a Democrat. He needs to pick somebody from someplace like Georgia, a state that he needs to. That would be good if he won. If he thinks he could win it, I don't know. Not much of a radio person, but they're doing away with cable TV in July. You're doing away. Yeah, I don't know. Most of it is garbage. I totally agree with you. NPR is definitely on the left. What do we have on the left? We have NPR, Washington Post, New York Times, CNN definitely is on the left. MSNBC is on the right. What do you have on the right? MSNBC is on the left. What's on the right? Of course, Fox News. Fox News. Rush Limbaugh. What is it? Newsmax. I see Newsmax. Drudge usually leans to the right, but now he's kind of in the middle. Nobody can quite figure him out. Yes, that's right, Stevie Bean. Robert the Traveler. Art Bell was a ham radio guy. Oh, did you on the radio? Wow. I went live yesterday on the radio station here in Sandy Bay. Oh, wow. Is it up? I'd love to see that, Stevie Bean. I subscribed to you. I didn't see it pop up. I would be fascinated with that. Yeah. The radio here in Morganton isn't so good. We have, I don't know, we can get some Charlotte stations and we can get some Greenville stations. There's a rock station in Greenville that isn't too bad called The Planet 93.3. And we got, there's a rock station in Hickory that covers Charlotte 95.7, which is actually pretty good. It's a classic rock station. They kind of dive deep into some of the stuff. And then the best station, of course, is WNCW 88.7 in Spindale, which does play some really a good mix of weird stuff. But the radio here is Athens had some good radio. If you like rock radio, Athens is a very good place to be. Larry King. Yeah, my mom used to watch Larry King back when he was on CNN. She'd have Larry King on every night. Are there any? There's no such thing as unbiased news, okay? It don't exist. Remember Paul Harvey? Yeah. Page 1. Yeah. Paul. I mean, you always do commercials. Page 3. Are you having trouble sleeping tonight? Yeah. There's digital antennas that work better with newer TVs. Yeah. 38 channels. Briar, I think the most important thing is your location, your location, your location when it comes to watching over-the-air television. If I am in the main room there by the window, I have a little antenna, rabbit ears I put up, my little TV that's over here. I can get 45, 50 channels. I can get Charlotte. I can't get Asheville. Asheville there's a mountain in the way. So I don't get Asheville, but I get Charlotte. And everything comes in really good. If I move the TV and antenna literally a foot or two away from the window, it all goes away. So this back room here, I think I can get a PBS station. That's it. So I have a basic cable in here, $30 a month, which is 50 channels. There's 50 channels I could get on the antenna. And we also have YouTube TV, which has some local channels on it. It's okay. It works well. I like Turner Classic Movies. And I like that movies channel, the movies with an exclamation point. That's not bad, but they have a lot of commercials in it. Yeah, most cable channels I am just so bored with. Oh my gosh. And especially basic cable. I mean, my friend was in the living room the other day watching a cool movie on TNT or something. And I said to him, you just watch. The first half hour will be commercial free. And then the next, they'll just run an ad. They'll run a big ad break every 5 minutes for the rest of the movie. And yeah, he bailed out on it. It was like, there's more ads than movie. I mean, why do you want to watch that? And you're paying for that. You're paying for these stupid cable channels like TBS and TNT, and then you get thrown gazillions of commercials in your face. Again, I don't have a problem with getting thrown gazillions of commercials in your face, but why do I have to pay for a channel that does that? You know what I'm saying? Kentucky Ranger, the whole thing too is the Federal Communications Commission picked a system called ATSC-1, which was very, very flawed when it comes to digital transmission of signals over the air. It's screwed up. They now have a whole new system called ATSC-3, where you're going to have to go buy another television set. It's just, it's the signals. TV signals have a little bit of bend in them. They're not quite totally line of sight, but the system they picked back in 2000, it was started up in 2009. It was a very flawed system. It was, it's great if you get a good signal, like a cable signal or something, but it's not good for trying to get antenna stuff. Morganton, what? Where am I? Cockhill. Doing radio is fun. I shut down a major radio station in North Carolina once by plugging in a Twinkie warmer live on the air. Billy Army, yeah. What is a Twinkie warmer? Don't ask. I need to warm my Twinkie. Convoy, yes. Carpetbagger. I remember Carpetbagger back. CB radio, yeah. Doesn't Aja have a CB radio? I think she said she did. Pandemonium. She's 10-4, good buddy. Lena, I have not been covering that at all. You got to watch Aaron's channel there, Life with Aaron. I have not gotten into that controversy. I'm just too busy with the demonstrations and all that. Oh, one of my daughters got 39 in the bedroom. I only got 38. Hey, Tim, nice to see you here. When are you coming to Europe? I'd like it. I'm applied. I said when I moved here to North Carolina, I want to get all my documents all done. Okay, so I got my driver's license here. I got my real ID so I can travel, I can go on airplanes. I needed to get my passport renewed. So I sent my passport in to the passport office there in February. And I thought, okay, by April, it said 2-month processing time. I'll get it back. I sent them the $110 fee. They cashed the check for the $110 in March. Okay, I'm thinking I'm waiting to get my passport. And then all of a sudden it just never comes. It's May, it's June. So you go on the passport website and they're like, all our staff is home recuperating or quarantining, and it'll take 6 months to get your passport, processed. So I don't know. Once I get my passport in September, October, I guess maybe I'll get the planes running again. I would love to go back to Europe. I've been there a couple times. I would love to get back there. Has Morganton had another protest? We did have about a dozen people on the court square there last weekend. We haven't had anything since then, no. I've heard that truckers don't really run CBs anymore. That's so sad. I think, the cell phone thing is taken over. It's so much easier now than having you can communicate with people without needing a radio, I would like to visit Lion Screw. He sounds like an interesting cat. I'd like to see so many nomads are in Vancouver. It looks like such a beautiful place. I'd love to go hang out with Van City, Van Life, and Lion Screw, and give me a tour of Vancouver and that British Columbia. It looks like such a beautiful place. I could go out on Finding Simon's boat. That would be so much fun. Kentucky Ranger. Yeah, you're there in Kentucky. Duh. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, that is true, Judy. You can talk to. I don't know. Is that still a thing? CB radios today? I know you can still buy one. No, that's true. Yeah, it's like a chat room. It's like a chat room in your truck, right? You can just reach all these other people, right? Well, and I guess it's hard to do a chat room thing like this in a truck when you're driving, because you're like, you'll be like Sasnak. You'll run your truck off the road. Is that an invitation, Sandy? That's another place I'd love to go. That's a little closer too. Yeah, I would love to go to Eastern Canada. I would love to go to Nova Scotia, Labrador, Newfoundland. I'd love to see Prince Edward Island. It's one place. Yeah, that would be. I would just love that. I love the ocean and the beaches and the mountains that would be so much fun. Yes, talking with your mouth full. Fishing and picking. Halifax, yeah. The Bay of Fundy. I would love. I've never been to Maine either. I'd love to go up there. What was his name? Foresty Forest, Simon, back in 2016 or 17, he did a really cool fat bike hike from Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, all the way through Maine, and then he went through Vermont, New Hampshire, and then he went to the Adirondacks, New York, and then back up into Canada. You check that out. It's a really cool video. It's from 2017 or something. PEI, the smallest Canadian province. It's right. CB radio has pretty much gone to oblivion. Yeah. I don't know. The CB radio used to like some of that shortwave frequency. I don't know. Again, with all the electronics going, it's really hard. You can't listen to AM radio, for example, in a car. All that amplitude modulated stuff is just unlistenable these days. It really is, with all the stuff going on in our lives, in our radio frequency stuff. I am eating these are fake. These are Triscuits, but they sell them at the health food store. They're good. They're good. I don't eat breakfast, okay? So when I drink my tea on an empty stomach, it really hits me, and I'm going, whoa. So I need to eat something. Working on a video on the pros and cons of nomads and having a CB. That's a good one, Van Canton Woody. Send me the link to it when you get it up. Wow, we have an SMCB, a marine radio, and 2 box-type hand radios with independent antennas. And you got that new old Mercedes, too. Yeah, Havana, Florida. I got to come down there and visit you. That's not that far away. Can you put me up for a couple nights, Judy? Did you have a couch? I remember when cordless phones came out as a kid. You could do. That's right. Did you ever notice? Okay, this goes way back when they first came out with cordless phones, they used some of the frequencies that were used for UHF television. Now, UHF television, the UHF TV dial used to go all the way up to channel 83, way back when you did channel 14 to 83, and then they keep moving it down. It came down to like 70 something. Then it went down to 69. Now they've cut it way back. It's down to like channel 40 now because they're doing all the, what do they call it? They're moving everything around. Okay. But in the olden days, you could take an old TV that had a channel 83 tuner on it, and you could tune up there, and you could hear people's wireless phone calls. They were using the base station with a hello, oh yeah. You could tune in your neighbors using their wireless phones. It was pretty funny. Or it's like who did this too when you were a kid? You had cable TV, and they used to scramble the signal so it'd be all wobbly looking, but you could still hear it. You could hear it, and the picture would just be all wobbly, kind of. And you would, tune in one of the adult channels on the cable, and then you'd sit there and you could kind of watch it. Technology is hurting the young people today. I heard this was a true story. A woman approached a young girl by sitting in her car crying. Oh my goodness, MJC. She asked what was wrong. She held out the keys with the auto door open fob and said, the battery is dead and I can't open my car. She can use the key, right? Isn't there usually a key that comes with it? I don't know. That's bad. Yeah. My car has the key. There's a key in the fob. You push a button and a little key pops out. I've had to do that many times. The fob doesn't work, and then you have to use the key. Yeah. You used to be able to listen to phone conversations on your UHF TV. Oh yeah. Nothing like keying up the CB and signal bleeding over a church PA system. Oh yeah, scrambled porn. That's right. They used to broadcast that too. You remember in Washington we had a channel or two that had at 7 o'clock at night. It was called Super TV, and it would be like they run the financial news network all day, and then at 7 o'clock it would go into scrambled mode, and they'd run adult content on it. And you could just on any old television set turn to channel 50, and you could see, oh, honey, come closer to me. You could hear it. Oh, you're prepping for the race tomorrow, Brad. Good for you. Where is it? Are you here in Charlotte this time? I don't know, man. The government is now saying the perfect time for a global reset. Oh, a global reset. Oh, my goodness. Not the brightest bulb in the pack. My parents had a satellite dish back in the 80s. Yeah. You could watch what they call backhauls on the old satellite dishes. You would watch like news when they would do like a CNN or somebody would do a news backhaul. They would have somebody in Nebraska, they're covering some event, and they would do a news backhaul to CNN and then put it in their stream and then send it out on CNN. And you could hear the anchor and the reporter talking and the joking and all the in-between stuff that happens. Oh yeah. And news people would do that. You would watch all the backhauls. That was pretty funny. Oh, you're in Atlanta. Okay. No, what are you doing? No. That's like never mind. You can watch the live feed. Yeah. They used to do that too. I think Johnny Carson show. He would do a show in Los Angeles when he was out in the West Coast, and they would take the entire feed and ship it back to New York, and then put the commercials in it and then send it out on the NBC network. But you could watch the live feed of Johnny Carson doing his show, and they had the cameras running in between when they were running the commercials. You could see, what they were doing, and they would talk to each other. And for years you could do that, because they didn't scramble it or anything. The live feed. Yeah, it was true back in the day, but you needed a giant dish the size of a car. Are you doing happy hour ding dong? Yes, I'll be doing. I think so. I'm planning to be on at 7 o'clock tonight. Sure, we'll do the happy hour, the Svengoolie movie. Wonder what the Svengoolie movie is tonight. Let's see, Svengoolie. The Svengoolie movie tonight is Bride of Frankenstein. That's a good movie. That's like sometimes they run real ding dong movies, but Bride of Frankenstein is a good one. Beaker Street with Clyde Clifford on KAAY. Check his history. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of KAAY. KAAY. K. Or radio or Little Rock, Arkansas. Never heard of him. KAAY on Little Rock TV. Never heard of it. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Those were the days. Oh, Brad's going to be on 7 o'clock tonight, right? Recap. Oh, man. What is it? 10:34. An hour. Woohoo. So anyway, what else is going on this week in the old YouTube nomad community? We got Eric. Eric's birthday was yesterday. Nomadic Fanatic. We have Mike back in. Mike is back in his relatively home base with his friend there. Paul, I think his name is right there. He always camps out at Paul's place. Mike has been spending a lot of time camping out with his friends in various places with his uncle there. I don't know. He's been spending an awful lot of time off the road. We have Kevin still there in New Mexico. I guess it's because we spent the whole summer in New Mexico. I don't know. Beats driving in circles around Arizona, I guess. Aja's up there in, I cannot remember the name of the town. Something near Flagstaff. She bought some land, apparently. Destination Open Road are there with her. Ringing Albuquerque. Time for a commercial. That's right. Who's buying houses and land this week? Right. I don't know. We have Adventure Van Man. Oh yeah, he had a tire go bad there and had his wheel almost fall off, and I made it up to I guess somewhere in Washington State where he's going to be doing a jobby poo. Surprised Eric didn't have a controversial video to apologize about. Yeah, I don't know. I do that, I go some days if I'm really bored, I'll go through my old videos and just delete stuff like, that can go. Yeah, don't leave all your old videos up. Yeah. We're the Smiths. Nice to see you. All's well on the West Coast. Today's forecast in Phoenix, hot. Well, yeah. Butterfly Gypsy's getting her rig fixed. She seems to be a lot better adjusted to everything. When we were watching her back before RTR back in December and November of last year, she was really upset about things and she conked out there. I think she conked out in Albuquerque or something, didn't she? And she was having trouble with her brakes and this and that. She seems to now have a nice network of friends that can help her fix up her vehicle. Williams, Arizona. That's right. That's right. Named after Adam the Woo. That's right. It was named after him. David Adam Williams. That's Adam's real name, we know that. Am I retired? I'm never going to be retired. I'm self-employed. I've been self-employed since the 80s. I do some website crap and other stuff. See our booger here. Celebrity death match, Dave versus no. Hello from East Tennessee. Saying it's nice outside. Never delete old videos, make them private. Yeah, you're right, Kentucky Ranger. That's probably a better idea. Just make them private. And then you can always put them back up too. And that's true. You'll lose the analytics. Social Blade, you see people now, look up their Social Blade numbers and they'll be in the negative numbers. It's like, yeah, it's like, ooh. The thing is, if YouTubers like Tim Tracker didn't get complaints, they wouldn't have kept quiet about their controversial videos. They would have, yeah. It's always when they get caught. Well, that's true. You put something up on YouTube and then somebody goes back and finds old stuff. I don't know. Ooh, look at these. These stickers are cool. So what else is going on? I think that's about it. Anyway, thank you so much to Val in Washington for these stickers. They are really neat. You got a little, it's almost like little Adam there. YouTube has posted an ad on my main page for an RV channel. Wanderlust Estate. What about Wanderlust? He hasn't posted much lately, has he? James? I haven't seen much from him. The last I heard, he was staying with his girlfriend there in Cincinnati. They went down and did some camping in northern Georgia or something, but I haven't seen too much from him. If you nitpick through everyone's life, you would find something. That's very true, Gummo dude. And that's what they do if you run for politics. Even if you're running for dog catcher now, they'll just look through everything you've ever done in your life. Oh, he got a speeding ticket in 20 years ago, and good Lord. When's my birthday? February 8th. Don't you remember February is my birthday month, and then August is my half birthday month. August 8th, I'll be 62 and a half. I'm 62. Considering all the BS that goes along with YouTube, especially the copyright abuses, have you considered moving over to BitChute? No, really, I haven't. BitChute tends to be for like the preppery types, isn't it? The anti-government preppery types. It kind of has a certain cachet to it. I don't know. I always figured if something happens to my YouTube channel, there's always Patreon. I can always go to Patreon. I actually do have a Patreon account. I've gone through and set up a page, but I never made it live. I could do that and just say, hey, I'm on Patreon now. Watch my videos. You have to pay to see them. But, I'd make it $1 a month or something. You could do that. I could put up stuff on Facebook. I got a lot of Facebook stuff, but that you need to make a little bit of money. I don't know. You got to run out real quick. All right, MJC. Yeah, east side of Cincinnati. Yeah, I didn't know quite exactly what part of the city he was in, but pretty much. Doc's here. Thanks, Docs. I'll have to see NF's latest birthday video. Did Eric post a birthday video? I haven't seen that. Let's see. Let me see here. Let's see what's up. A birthday video. I see a new camper van. Kevin. Oh, there it is. Birthday bash. Let's just take a quick gander at this. I got to take a quick gander at this, see what's going on with Eric. I'll do a live review of it if I can get this thing to work. Okay, Eric is in the backyard of his new house with his clothes pole. Now he's sitting on his new couch, and he's opening up his presents. All right. And he's got a really fast internet now, AT&T internet. Oh, look at it. He's getting really good download speed, but not as good as Dave gets. Dave gets over 100. But he's doing cell phone stuff. All right, so let's see. There's a truck. Oh, there's his buddy. There's Sean, from the audio place there in East Alton. And there's Eric and Oh, is that something from Stormy? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And she sent him some money. I gotta watch this. He got a lot of Mickey stuff for his 39th birthday. And there's cash in it. He got a big plastic Mickey. And another big plastic Mickey. Oh, a porcelain Mickey. You got a plastic Mickey and a porcelain Mickey. Robert and his schoolie, okay. And he's got a big cake. And of course, he blows out on the cake. You blow it, yeah. I guess he's already tested. He's already got the antibodies, so I guess we don't have to worry about him spreading anything. And they're sitting around playing video games. All right. And yeah, all right. And then that's that. He keeps saying that. I'm really excited to get back on the road, and then he finds an excuse to stay at the house another week. All right, I'm really excited to get back on the road, but I'll find an excuse to stay in the house another week. Okay, there we did a live review of Pneumatic Fanatic. Under a blood red, what is it, Revelator Phoenix? Build that Patreon wall. That's right. Yeah, you got a lot of Mickey presents. I think some of that was from Stormy, right? It had to have been because I recognize that she wraps things in a certain way. Anyway, that's right. And she sent him $1. He pulls out $1 bill. Hey, yesterday wasn't my birthday and I got some swag, okay? Yesterday was Eric's birthday and I got some swag, so I'm happy. Oh no, Eric's new Pneumatic Fanatic eating more pizza. I mean, excuse me, Adam the Voo. Adam the Voo. NF will be going back to Washington late summer. He needs to find a home on the. Eric said for some reason he needs to go back to Washington. I guess he has some business to deal that. Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. Where are my 16,000 bots? Come on, we only got 120 people watching today. I want my 16,000. Yeah, don't even ask Brad. We don't even want to go there. What did you send Eric? I sent him a Bible. Oh man. Anyway, what are we doing here? All right, folks. Well, I don't know what else to say today. Anybody else got anything going on? We just saw Eric's new birth. I don't know. I don't know. No, yeah, we don't have any Russian bots today. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Ba bum 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 bum. Da da dum 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 dum. Da da dum dum dum. Ba da dum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. All right. Anything else? We got a new one from Camper Van Kevin here too. Sneak peek of his tiny cabin. Hey, Daddy. He's voicing the dogs again. He bought a tiny cabin. Okay. Yeah, he was at the Home Depot the other day. And all right. So all the nomads are all hunkering down, building their cabins, going to build houses, buying land. I will do some hiking today. I don't know how much I'm going to do if it's going to be hot. Yeah, If it's going to be 90 degrees or higher, I don't know if I really want to go out in that heat too much, but go visit B. Yeah. Bibles only work when you include the instruction book. That's right. I've been watching Love the Cape. I've been watching a lot of Blue Van Dan. Yeah, interesting. He's got that old, what is it, a 1969 Dodge? His blue van, and the radiator he had to get. Even with the new radiator, he still has to stop it driving in the heat because it still overheats. The turtle people are not posting I am happy. I guess all the social distancing. Yeah, Keith, that is an interesting thing. I go on Instagram and I see all these nomads, or quasi-nomads, all having parties. They're all at tables. They're all right next to each other. They're at bars, some of them. I don't know. This pandemic, the virus is still around, I'm not against going out in public and going to a restaurant or something, but social distancing, wear your masks. I don't know. This isn't like a hurricane that's just going to end one day and be over with. This is waves of this stuff. If you look at the Spanish flu of 1918, it lasted for 3 years, waves, and then they went away. I don't know. People, I think, are just saying, okay, everything's open. It's over. It ain't over till it's not over till the fat lady sings. I don't know. I'm not saying don't do some stuff, but I think you need to still be careful. Okay. I really do. I really do. If English, yes. My family, my dad's family is from England, Ireland, Wales, Scotland, and a little bit of German, and my mom's family is primarily Irish. Yeah. You've socially distanced for 50 years. There you go. Again, we're seeing people like, okay, everything's back to normal. No, it isn't. Okay. And it doesn't mean you can't go out and do some stuff, but you still, I think, need to be real careful, especially, and even if you are a younger person, you can still give this to an older person that might have some problems with it. Austin Joseph, Dave is going to send you a year's supply of sweet and sour chicken from Walmart, but the rioters stole them. Chunky Pumpkin had that new channel come out, Brian, and they posted one video on it, and that's it. I don't know. I don't know what's up there. Yeah, Dan and Lori seem to be having a good time. They're going out to Wisconsin, right? Because of the whole protest, I said, I think they've already said that on the news that in some of these cities where they've had protests, New York City, for example, they actually had it almost down to no cases in a day, and now they're back up to like 50 cases. So, yeah, I don't know. Lori, okay, 300 more miles to go. Woohoo! That's a day's drive, right? You could do that in a day. I don't know if Dan could do that in his van. He's got to stop 5 times, but stop every 50 miles. Oh, man. But you're almost beautiful, Wisconsin. You got to go hang out with Sightseeing Sally. So anyway, we got to do our shout-outs. Do a shout-out to Sunny Girl. She was having some eye issues. Hope she's feeling better. We want to do a shout-out to my good friend Frank there in Utica, New York. Hope he's doing okay. I want to do a shout-out to my Dachshundator's dog, Jilly. She's still having some issues, spinal issues with her back. They're going to, I don't know, she might need some surgery. We love Jilly. YouTube has killed off a lot of the live streams. Really, Brian? What do you mean by that? I mean, they're just, they actually don't let you do them anymore. I don't know. There are too many live streams, That's right, Lori. That's a good idea. Drive overnight when it's cool, and Dan can probably do some other stuff. Yeah, Frank Costello is a cool cat. I haven't seen Frank, and I haven't seen Sunny Girl here today, so I hope they're doing all right. I did talk to Frank yesterday, and he seems to be okay. Frank Costello! It's funny. He goes to a place called Russia. There's a place in New York near the southern Adirondacks called Russia, New York, and he has a little cabin there. So he's there. He's probably just sleeping in this morning, but he said the internet there is very crappy too. So, he may not be getting it, getting much on that this morning. Oh man. All right. I'm going to have to wind this up here today. We're just about the, Jilly. Oh, Jilly's doing better. Hey, can she go up and down the stairs? I don't think they knew that it was a spinal problem. They were guessing that, right? Well, let's hope. Maybe the prayers to Jilly, they're working. Jilly is getting healed. Wow. I posted a video this morning in my Camo Dave channel update for June 2020. So catch that. And I do show all the channels that I'm currently subscribed to. So you got that. Got to eat breakfast. Yeah, it's time for lunch here. I got my sub in the fridge there today. I'm getting very, very hungry. Ding, ding, lunchtime. Yes. Goodbye, everybody from East Tennessee. It's nice outside. Yes. Yeah. Find a nice shady place to go hiking today. I think it's going to be on the warm side once that sun gets up. She does have a herniated disc, though. She will need surgery. Well, the Lord sometimes works miracles, I don't know. Acupuncture. Yeah, why don't you do that, Doc Snyder? Stick some pins in Julie's back there. Maybe that'll make her feel better. Good idea. Oh, man. So what are you and Dan going to do in Wisconsin, Lori? Are you going to be doing some camping up there or what? Make Jilly a ramp. That's right. Make Jilly a slide. Instead of going down the stair, make a slide in an elevator. There you go. Jilly could slide down from the Doxinator's back deck, just slide, and then she can do her business, and then she could run around and get in this little elevator, and then Doxinator could have a wheel on it and crank Julie back up to the deck. Somebody should build that for him. Elk Park Fall, right down the road from you, Dave. I've never heard of Elk Park Fall. I'll check it out. Yeah, don't poke her in the wrong place. You don't know what damage you're going to do. I will. We will keep you posted here on the Camo Dave channel. The Jilly update. The daily Jilly update. Anyway, I'll come and build it. Yeah, that's right. Rickety. I don't know, man. CBD. Put some CBD in her dog food. Can't hurt. I don't know. They've done studies with there's some human food that dogs shouldn't eat. I don't know if a dog. Cannabis oils. I don't know, man. I don't know. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know. Raw food. Yeah, I don't know. All right, Doc Snyder, I'll go to Home Depot, get some lumber, and I'll be over at your place this afternoon, and I'll build Jilly a ramp. Wherever he wants to go. Okay. Do I like North Carolina better than Virginia? I don't. I like them both. Okay. They're both extraordinarily pretty states. The advantages of North Carolina, it's got a much bigger coastline. So there's a lot of cool beaches. Virginia's coastline is kind of small. I like the weather in North Carolina is more mild. I like that. The summers are about the same, but the winters are considerably warmer down here. So that is a huge plus. Other than that, they're both pretty states. I don't know. It's kind of like, it's hard to say one's better than the other. Different parts of the state are different. Parts are there, I don't know. I think I like them about the same so far. Mount Airy, right? Adelia, isn't that Mount Airy? I've driven past Mount Airy on Route 77 there. I've never been over there. I should go there and check it out. The Andy Griffith Museum. Yeah. Revelator Phoenix is giving us Bible verses. I think it's time. It's time to go. All right, folks. Again, thank you very much. I want to thank, I'm calling you out. I want to thank Gene Jones, and I want to thank Travels with Doodah for your kind super chat donations. If you want to help the channel out, I'll throw my PayPal in here. You can always throw me something on PayPal too. I really do appreciate it. PayPal.me. That's a dot. PayPal.me/DCRTV. Oh, I can't type anything. Paper. Let's see. I think we got it. So there's that. If you want to send me some, I love getting stuff in the mail. There's my address. Thank you very much. I haven't seen Rockford today. Has Rockford been around? Oh, Judy Zimshad had to say your dog had the problem 7 years ago. She was earmobile, fell off the couch, did acupuncture and T-touch, and she recovered. Maybe try that, Doxy. That might be cheaper than surgery. All right, Betty, nice to see you have here. Hey, Rossana, you have a nice day. All right, everybody, thank you so much. I want to thank again, I want to thank Val in Washington for her kind package yesterday. And all right, folks, you all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. I'll see you at 7 p.m. Eastern time for our little happy hour tonight. And we'll get ready for The Bride of Frankenstein on Svengoolie. All right, folks, you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Vlog under.